just appreciate him so much. I mean, he's playing with one hand, and he's getting off blocks with one hand. He saved the touchdown on the right sideline where he got off a block with one hand and made the tackle. So you want to talk about toughness? I mean, that's what this place is all about. Like, guys like Damon.
There have been, he missed one game, and there have been a couple where he's had to come out. Is that just keep what he's dealing with the wrist?
Yeah, it hurts him. I mean, I think every time he probably hits someone with him, it hurts him. And there's times he tells me, hey, you know, I can do it. And I'm like, all right, let's take a few plays off. So Damon's good. It's just he's got to just deal with the pain, and he has. And there's some people that we've all been around that would not have played. So I appreciate him.
Front row left, Nathan from Cleveland.com.
I understand there can be a difference sometimes between statistical production and what an impact a player has on a game, but this is one of Chase's less statistically impactful. Was there something that you thought Michigan was doing, especially take him out, and do you think that's something beneficial for this defense to experience?
Yeah, I think they did. I think they did a nice job. There were certainly multiple guys on him. Sometimes there were three. And they were chipping him with the back, and they were keeping the tight end in on his side, and you know, it opens up, like I said before, when they have to do that, it opens up opportunities for other players, and that's where we need to take advantage of. So it certainly does help.
Did you feel like you were taking advantage of that?
I do. I think especially later in the game when I think you guys saw when it became a passing game and they had to throw the ball, we got after them. And that's, you know, you can credit a lot of different things for the second half of 4 for 24, but it always goes back to pass rush. That's a success there.
And why was Amir Reed the one that you guys eventually went to in that spot?
Amir had been playing that spot in practice. He'd been the backup, and again, a guy that earned it, a guy that works hard, comes to work, tough, reliable, just waiting his turn, and he deserved it. That's why he was in the game. With how hard he works and prepares, he deserved the moment, and then he made the most of his opportunity, and it's one I hope he'll never forget.
Fourth row right, Rainier from the Detroit Free Press.
Yes, you guys have outscored teams in the conference 436 to 116. How much have you been able to, or why do you think you've been able to create that kind of gap with the Big Ten?
I think we played really good complementary football together. I think our offense and defense work well together. We've been fortunate enough to get a bunch of quick 3 and outs, and then Coach Day scores so fast sometimes where you barely have time to think. And if we can cause those 3 and outs and get him the ball quickly, you know, he can get defenses on edge and he can score quickly. And that's kind of been effective early on. Not always. There's been some times like we've struggled a little bit and we go back and forth, and then we get a good run and he goes at it. I just think it's been a really good balance. I think this team, and a credit to Coach Day, I think this team is very balanced and we work really well together, where there's other places that don't talk about complementary football, and we do. So that's a credit to Coach Day.
From your defensive perspective, how advantageous is it to have, you know, the quarterback and running back talent that you guys have had in this recent run at Ohio State, you know, over the years?
It's very helpful. I mean, anytime you have a good offense, you're probably going to be playing better defense. You know, it's a lot of times you go up ahead and it turns into a one-dimensional game, right? They're on the field a lot, so it's not like 3 and out, we're up again, 3 and out, we're up again. So when you have a good offense and you have the talent like we do on defense, it helps a lot.
Front row right, Tim?
Yeah, Jeff, that one little rotation y'all did, you know, where y'all got caught in the flip-flop and stuff. You're sitting in the press box. Are you screaming at yourself? I mean, what is going on there on that play? And did y'all get a little simpler after that, or maybe not?
I wouldn't say we got simpler. We kind of stuck to our plan. I mean, I was calm up there during that moment. I saw what happened. I knew what we did wrong. I clearly didn't coach it well enough. So I got on the headset and we fixed it. We've been lucky so far this year, not lucky, but our guys have done such a good job of not having that happen, and it was just one of those moments. I just wanted the guys to know we're okay. We're gonna get scored on. We're gonna make mistakes, and they made a play, right? We just can't let it happen again. When mistakes happen in a game like that, you can't let it happen again. And that was my message to them, and we fixed it. And going forward, hopefully that won't be an issue.
And the other thing, you know, going into this game, obviously Chase had a hell of a game against Wisconsin first time around. Y'all know that, they know that and stuff. And y'all did a great job of moving him up and down the keyboard, so to speak. How do you play that now, knowing that they know some of the I don't know if tricks is the right word, but some of the matchups y'all tried to generate. How do you play that now? Because, you know, you were in the NFL where you played a team at least twice every year. How do you play that from being a little different the second time around?
Well, I think every game you evolve a little bit. So I think each game you look at an opponent and they do things differently. But I think when you take as much data as we have and you find out what are they really good at and what do we think they'll do against us, those are the things you really look at. I mean, some defenses are way different than us, so you don't really look at some of those games.
Yeah.
So you really got to think. You can't look at everything, because then all of a sudden I won't sleep at all, and you'll start seeing ghosts, right? Because there's a lot of tape right now and a lot of plays. So you got to stick to what you do best. You got to look at what they do best and how you feel they'll attack you, and you got to prepare hard in practice.
And one quickie, J.K. and Jonathan Taylor, you've seen J.K. in practice and watched a little video, I'm sure, here. You've seen Jonathan Taylor probably in your dreams or nightmare. But how do they compare? How do they compare, in your opinion?
I don't want to compare the two. I think they're both really, really good football players. I've seen J.K. a lot. I can't say enough about him. Again, I'm not like up here promoting guys today,
Yeah.
but J.K.'s a really good player, and he is an unbelievable person. And you guys probably all know that, which makes it all even better, because there might not be a better guy.
Yeah.
And even being a defensive guy, like, I love being around that guy. So, not comparing the two. Jonathan Taylor's really good. We're gonna have to play really good to stop him.
Front row middle, Joey?
Jeff, just to follow up on Chase Young, the way they were putting two guys on him and stuff against Michigan, you said it kind of creates opportunities for other guys. So as a coordinator, is that a situation you don't mind being in if they put two guys on Chase? Would you rather have him freed up? I guess, how do you kind of
Yeah, I wish
view
it would be one-on-one every single time, but no, it can be very beneficial. We have to do a good job of coaching that. If we see they're doing something to stop them, then we need to do something to counter them. And there's ways to do that. You only have so many guys, right, to block with. So if they take too many and put them over on one side, there's gonna be less on the other side. So then we have to win those battles, or we have to create as coaches. So we need to see that in the game, and we need to continue to adjust and try to keep people on edge.
And final questions, third row right. Rob, from the dispatch.
Yeah, real quick, one more on Chase. Is this, what they did to him, was that something they just did better than other teams, or did other teams not try that? Why?
Teams have tried. And again, I mean, I think Chase had some good rushes in the game as well. It's not like the whole entire game they completely took Chase out, because they didn't. I mean, he had a bunch of pressures, he had a bunch of tackles, and he hit the quarterback. Which is another reason, I think at the end of that game, you guys mentioned, like, they were like 4-24, or whatever you said. We were hitting them. We were hitting the quarterback. We were hitting the receivers. Our guys played tough in that game. And there were some drops in the end of that game. And throwing the ball in the middle of the field against us is not easy, because if you catch it, you're going to feel it. And they felt it. And the quarterback felt it. So I don't want to look at this and say Chase I don't think they stopped Chase. I think they felt Chase. And I think at the end of the game, the result of the 4 for 24 had a lot to do with Chase and the rest of the D-line. So I'm excited to see him in this game, and hopefully we'll get other opportunities, but I appreciate you guys, and hopefully I'll see you next time.
Coach, I'm sorry.
You said last question.
Wait a minute. Follow-up. Award season, Royals Award, what do you know? Congratulations.
Thank you.
What do you know about it? What does that entail for you?
I have a lot of respect for college football coaches. It's an honor to be on that list. To me, it's a compliment to our whole entire defensive staff. So I appreciate those who voted. We'll see what happens.
Does this be travel? I mean, what does it look, what's the logistical thing?
You'll have to ask Jerry on that one.
And then last one.
Sorry, Jerry.
No, that's good. I got it.
Do you want to come? Would you like to come with me? My wife would be mad,
I'm
but
curious. It's been a long time since Ohio State head coach won Coach of the Year. Who deserves it?
who deserves head coach of the
Who
year?
deserves it this year in your
In my opinion,
yeah, and why? Why is it?
yeah. Well, one, I think it's Ryan Day. And again, this isn't like Jeff Hafley promotes the world today. First year head coach. Takes over in a job that obviously one of the best jobs there is, but first year head coach, goes undefeated through the regular season. Has some things he has to go through during the season, the way he handled it, the way these players play for him, the way these players care about him. Take out the record. The way he treats these players and this staff and the way these players play for him and the way these coaches coach for him, and then combine that with the record, I don't think there's a better coach in the country. And you can debate me on that, but that's how I feel.
Coach, we do have one more question. Front
Gosh,
row.
Jared.
Yeah. This is the last one,
I'm
front
just
row
kidding.
left.
I
Doug
just
from
eventually gotta
Cleveland.com.
go back and watch tape.
Yeah, I know.
We couldn't be a day without a question.
You talked a lot about the complementary nature of
Yes.
offense and defense together. From your defensive standpoint, how would you describe the pressure that this offense, with the way Ryan and everybody calls it, the talent that this offense has, what's the pressure that they put on a defense every game?
It's explosive. They can throw it. They can run it. The quarterback can keep it, and they can score really fast. I always talk about eliminating explosives, right? If you try to just eliminate explosives on him, he can also pound you, and he's proven that. And then he's really good in the red zone. He scores a lot of touchdowns in the red zone, and he can get on you fast. And if he gets on you fast, you're in trouble, because we've seen those 24-point quarters, those 28-point quarters. And that where I think it's complementary is he scores quick. We hold him to a 3 and out. They don't have much time to adjust on the sideline. He gets right back out there. He scores quick. If we can go another 3 and out, that's what I'm always saying. We gotta go 3 and out again. We gotta go 3 and out again. Just keep giving him the ball. Without them having much time to adjust, that's stressful on defense right there. That's why I think it's complementary football. So then all of a sudden you look up and it's 21-0, and you're sitting there and you haven't had time to think of what just hit you. And that's what he does. Another reason he should be the coach of the year.
Great. Coach, thank you.
Thanks, Jeff.
The projection